about it. Let's talk about it. What's happening there? Oh, let's talk about it. What's happening there? Oh, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. What's happening there? Oh, let's talk about what's happening in our surrounding today. Let's talk about what's happening in our relationship. Let's talk about what's happening in our homes today. And let's talk about what's happening in our life today. Let's talk about it, everybody. What's happening there? What's happening? Oh, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. What's happening, everybody? Oh, let's talk about it. I faced with some domestic issue in the home. Every now and then we fight in the home and break the rules. Violence against women, violence against children. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Give them the right to freedom. Give them the right to liberty. Give them the right to justice. Now everybody raise your voice with me. Say no to rape. Say no to peer pressure. Say no to gender-based violence. Say no to sexual harassment. Say no to human trafficking. Say no to abortion. Let's protect our rights. Let's talk about it, everybody. What's happening there? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Pick up the phone. Let's talk about it. Make a plan. What's happening? Let's talk about what's happening. What's happening?
Are you faced with domestic issues as a male or female? Are the rights of children and physically challenged people protected?
I am a child. All I need is education. I am a child. I have freedom to liberty.
Let's find out.
You cannot change yesterday, but you can do something today that can change tomorrow. It doesn't matter how you were born. That was yesterday. It doesn't matter what happened last 5 years, the last 10 years. You may not be able to change that, but you can reposition yourself today. You can make new decisions today that will change what tomorrow will bring. Invest in your future. Refuse to be a mental hobo. Refuse to end your life on the sidewalk. Every time I tell you something, I tell you that I believe in your future. There's a reason I believe in your future. I believe that if you hear these words, you will act on them and they will change your future. None of you was born to be poor. You may have been born poor, but you were not born to be poor. You may have been brought up poor, but you were not brought up to be poor. Understand this. The definition of adulthood is responsibility. When you become an adult, you take responsibility for your future. Become responsible. What do you have in yourself? There are many who cry for help, and because there are no answers to their call for help, they feel the pains and the pangs of neglect. No, refuse to give up. Believe in what God made. God made you, and He never made a failure. Believe that God has a purpose for your life. You may have been born as a parental accident, but you are not a divine accident. God knew you were coming, and He made sufficient provision for you. There's a place for you in the world, and I'm helping you find that place. There are certain things you must do for all of what we have discussed to be a reality. There are things that are not in abundant supply. They're limited. One of them is time. Save time. Save it. Keep track of your time. The Bible says for us to redeem the time, because it says the days are evil. You don't have extra time. Life is not a game. Therefore, make every day count for your life. Improve yourself every day. Introduce something into your life that counts. Choose to be a success. Become inspiring. Distinguish yourself with character, with excellence. If you're a musician, be a musician with a difference. Become inspiring. Whatever you do, do it with excellence. Put yourself and your best into what you do and change your world. Remember, there's no extra time. Therefore, whatever you do now, do it the best way the first time. Success is waiting for the man who says yes to success. Success is waiting for the man who plans for it, who reaches out for it, who says, I'll wake up, and he wakes up, who says, I'll read this book, and he reads it, who says, I'll go to school, and he goes. Success is waiting for the man who makes a decision. So time is important. Time is important. Don't spend your time watching television 24 hours a day. Don't spend your time watching video 24 hours a day. Those that you are watching have put their best into what you are watching. Change the position. Say to yourself, I will be watched. You know, sometimes I'm concerned. There are those who only think about designers' perfume, designers' clothes, designers' shoes. Where are your designs? Where are your own designs? Challenge yourself for the future. There's room for you. There's a place for you at the top. There's a place for you. Train your mind and use it. Give yourself to a teacher. Give yourself to a tutor. Train yourself. Train your mind. And if you train your mind, it will be ready to deliver to you thoughts, the right thoughts and ideas that will earn you commercial value. There's no poverty for the man who has made an investment in his mind and is willing to act. There's no hunger for the man who has trained his mind to think through on every problem, to solve every problem. Train yourself. Think through a problem and render solution. Let men come to you for advice. Decide to be smart. Decide to be a problem solver. If you make that decision, that's what you will be. Problem solvers are in short supply in the world. There's a place for the man who chooses to be one. Engage yourself in national issues. Get involved. Get concerned. Some of you here are the best writers in the country. But where are your writings? Maybe you are sleeping too much. Maybe you are resting too much. Maybe you are playing too much. It's time to put your best into that writing. Let the country read your writings.
Hello, everybody. Good evening. Good evening. Welcome to the Wednesday edition of the Let's Talk About It with Muku online TV. And we are here today with the Table Talk. And I'm your host, Muku Luma Agu. And
Anthony Falasware.
so we say welcome. We got some hot topics today. Everybody, just say hi to us. Tell us who you are and where you are viewing from. And let's start the show. We got some hot topics today. We are talking on abusive relationship. When we talk about abuse today, we're talking about all kinds of abuses, not only physically, but we're talking about all the abusive financially. We're talking about verbal. We're talking about emotional. We're talking about physically. And you just name it. We are going to be talking about everything today on our show. So we invite you guys. Sylvester, welcome. Good message. Welcome to our live. Please make sure you share our video. And once again, I say good morning, good evening, good afternoon, bonjour, bonsoir, whatever your time zone is. It's your girl Muku, and welcome to the Table Talk with Muku and Anthony. So, Anthony, what's up? How was your day?
Oh, great. Just got off work and excited for the show today. Yeah. So I want to say welcome to everybody. For those who just joined in, I want to say welcome to Sylvester Wamplu. Sylvester, my friend and brother in Liberia there. He's watching all the way from Liberia. Yeah. So, well, today we're going to be talking about abusive relationships. And I think a lot of people are going to learn from this topic today what you need to do when you find yourself in an abusive relationship. What are the signs of abusive relationship? What are the signs of emotional abuse? Physical abuse is obvious, but when it comes to emotional abuse, there are signs that you have to, watch out for. So today, our topic is abusive relationships, physical, emotional, and we're going to be diving into that. So once more, I want to say welcome to all of you. This is Let's Talk About It with Buku, and this is the Table Talk. Buku is your host. I'm your co-host, Anthony Falasware Sr., and we are broadcasting to you live from Brooklyn Park, Minnesota. Brooklyn Park, Minnesota. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
guys,
So,
I'm excited. It's the midweek. Well, I've been home all morning. You guys know I work overnight, and there are a lot of things going on in our community when it comes to relationship, and there are a lot of times we hide, to prove out there that my marriage, my relationship, my courtship, and my dating is so perfect. But a lot of us go through a lot of trauma in our relationship. So these are things that happen in our community. And I want you guys to know that a lot of times when we come up with this topic, it's not just me and Anthony coming up with these topics. These are emails that we get. Oh, let us talk about this. I'm going through this. I want to learn from each other. So we all want to learn from each other. So like I said, stay tuned and let's start the show. But before we go into it, let me see if we can play some music. And I want us to talk. We are all friends. I told Anthony, y'all find a friend like me and Anthony. Find a friend like us.
yeah.
And y'all need to find a friend like us. When y'all find a friend like, oh, y'all won't regret it. Let's listen to some music and we'll be back.
Yep.
Love.
It's
Find a friend like me. Find a friend like me. If you not want betrayal, find a friend like me. Find a friend like me. Find a friend like me. If you not want betrayal, find a friend like me.
Bombay, oh, find a friend like me. Bombay, Jenny, oh, find a friend like me. Find a friend like me. Find a friend like me.
Hey, see bestie. Your bestie not sweet like my bestie. Your bestie la bestie. Find a friend like me.
I say, see bestie wanting to wealthy. Find a friend like me. I hear them say, they want me go, I say,
Some of them say they want me go.
I say,
Some friends you la oh ah oh ah oh ah oh. Some friends you la oh ah oh ah oh ah oh. Some friends you la oh ah oh ah oh ah oh. Friends you la oh ah oh ah oh ah oh. Hey, see bestie, your bestie not sweet like my bestie. Your bestie la bestie, find a friend like me.
I say, see bestie wanting to wealthy. Find a friend like me. Okoro, 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 okoro. They won't step on my blessing, but God get it breaking, yeah. Okoro, they won't call it my blessing, but God get it breaking, yeah. Okoro,
Friendship, see friendship. Come see Papa T friendship. And I want no bad for friendship. Wangolo, 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 eh, wangolo. Wango for bestie, wangolo, wango for daddy,
I
wangolo.
hear them say, they want me go, I say, I hear them say, they want me go, I say,
Eh, eh. Some friends you la oh ah oh ah oh ah oh. Some friends you la oh ah oh ah oh ah oh. Some friends you la oh ah oh ah oh ah oh. Friends you la oh ah oh ah oh ah oh. Hey, see bestie, your bestie not friend but my bestie. Your bestie la bestie, find a friend like me.
I say, see bestie wanting to wealthy, find a friend like me.
DJ Young.
beats. Find a friend like me. My bestie, your bestie. Your
Yeah.
bestie, la Lala bestie. Liberian, we are very interested. Anthony, you can go ahead while I respond to this emotion.
Yeah. Beautiful song indeed, right there. By Teddy Rai. Find a friend like me. You know that song. The lyrics says, "Or you want to get the best friend. You want to get a good friend, a friend that will be there for you all the time." Okay. I think nowadays the only friend is Jesus Christ. Yeah, but let's dive into our program today. We are talking about abusive
Learned on this
relationship.
platform. Most of the times, physical abuse from men is a response to emotional abuse from women.
Ah.
Dave, we can't hear you.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, I was doing some research on the different abuses, and I was on the different website and different shows, right? And I'm like, I really want to know how other nationality feel, how men feels about domestic violence or whatever in a relationship. So I came across this. It's called the Prime Hour, right? This is a talk show that is aired in Nigeria. I think Nigeria or some country is aired in. So I decided to download this video and just let us play it for our audience to see, and then we can have ideas, because there are people who think about different ways in which abuses arises in relationships or in family. So I just wanted us to listen to this, and then we can analyze, or we can get everything from there. So everybody who's on, just say hello. Somebody just inbox me and say, "Oh, I'm on the show." Just say hi. Tell me who you are and who where you viewing us from. Okay, so just go to the regular page and just say, "Hey, this is XYZ, viewing from Liberia, viewing from Cotonou, viewing from whatever, Russia, or how you call the other country."
Okay.
Ukraine or anything. So let us listen, and y'all please share the video for us. Please share the video, let the word go out so we can be able to learn from each other. Okay, so let's listen to this beautiful video, and we'll be back.
Emotional abuse from the women.
Women provokes physical abuse. It is a response.
Break it down.
Also, I will add to that part, emotional plus psychological abuse
Of women,
No.
respond, yeah.
No, let him come. You watch us. Please.
No, we're getting
Is that what you're saying?
I got it. There is abuse on both parts.
On both
That
parts.
is, the man goes physical, but
Because-
the woman is giving emotional torture.
Yes,
Okay, yes.
I repeat again. Most physical abuse from men is a response from emotional abuse from women.
Okay.
Take it or you leave it. Men at times are not mad to get up and start beating a woman. No reasonable, responsible man will get up, except in rare cases. You know, to every exception, to every rule, there's an exception. So we are talking here knowing that there are cases whereby some men abuse women physically for not just cause. But I will guarantee you 80% of men's abuse towards women is a response to an emotional abuse from the woman.
Can you explain what?
I'm going to explain it in details. Men are the quiet type. Women are flippant. Women are flippant in nature. They talk a lot. Sometimes a man can do something and a woman doesn't seem to understand. She may start speaking, and women don't speak for you to listen. They speak for you to respond. Once they speak and you don't respond, they will want to say something harder than what they have said, and immediately they start throwing those hard words into your heart. There is a level you cannot take it anymore. And there are men, when they have absorbed that shock for too long, they cannot contain it. The next thing is that it rebounds. They will give you a slap and a kick then everyone that comes will see the slap and the kick because it is physical, not knowing that the man has been able to contain the emotional torture either for a very long time. Sometimes men can contain this torture for almost 10 years, some hold it for 15 years. At a level they can no longer take it. Now they feel like this physical abuse, or to me the right words to be used there is physical discipline. This physical discipline to the man or to the man is a kind of trying to solve something that his quietness cannot solve. That's one of the reasons you must understand. The second reason why men sometimes abuse women physically, it is simply because women can easily lose respect for men. I'm telling you, a man's desire is not food. Cook the best food, he can get it in a restaurant. A man's desire is not sex. He can get it in the street through a side chick. A man's desire is not your attire. The greatest thing you will ever take from a man that will cause the beast in him to come out is his respect. Inherent in every man is a king and a beast. If you choose to be a queen, you will bring out the king in him. If you be a torment, you will bring out the beast in him. In all cultures of the world, the last thing that a man cannot take, I'm talking from a generic point of view, is disrespect. Some women are grossly disrespectful. I can tell you with all sincerity that the marriages before this period are far more better. There were no marriage seminars, there were no conferences, there were no lectures on marriage, but the marriages succeeded better because people were properly brought up in good culture. This thing called women emancipation has not been defined in a proper context. Women emancipation is the ability and liberation for women to enter into governance, not to dominate in marriage. The women emancipation concept should be properly defined and then re-drilled again in the minds of women, because some women have taken this women emancipation into marriage. There are standards in marriage that no generation can ever take. The woman is to submit to a man and the man is to love the woman. That is the standard. But women emancipation has come to tell us that a woman has equal right and freedom. Since women are president, they can also be husband. Women can be president, women can be governors, women can be DO, but a woman can never be husband. Husband is not a position. Husband is not a rank. Husband is not an office. Husband is an ordained responsibility. And until every woman comes to this point to understand that your emancipation will never come to the place where you will become a husband, then every woman shall take her place in marriage. And that's why I say most at times physical response from men is a product of emotional abuse from women. The next thing we have to understand, Mr. Liu, is this: not everybody has the same capacity. Women compare a lot. A woman will want her husband to be like her neighbor's husband. I'm telling you. The minute you start quarreling, you say that, look at Papa Junior there. He goes out with a car. Here you are with one jalopy bike every day. Cut your cloth, cut your coat according to your cloth. Any man that God gives you, it is because that is the capacity of man you can manage. God cannot give you something better than you, because if you were better off, God will give you something better. So please let us understand this, that people will most of the time say, look at a useless man that beats his wife. I don't support wife beaters, but I can tell you, before a man will raise his hand, what were you doing there until he got to the extent of raising his hand on you? We grew with our mothers in the 80s that our father will make, we want to react. By the time they are talking, she gives way. A woman will talk to the extent of sending her finger into your nostrils because of women emancipation. I think we should go back and redefine this concept of women emancipation. A woman can be a president like Angela Merkel. she can be a governor, she can be an SDO, she can be a DO. She can never be a husband. Whether you are anybody than your husband, whether you are more educated than him, that position, husband, is a rank that God has positioned and nobody breaks it. Okay.
All right.
So Anthony, this is it.
Yeah, you know, I I totally disagree with him.
Yes, there are some though. There are some things
Yeah,
that
yeah,
he
I
said
know.
I agree
Yeah,
with. There
yeah,
are some I
yeah,
don't agree with.
yeah. On the average, I disagree
So
with you with most of the things, especially when it comes to where he said that women emotionally abuse men, and that's the reason why it brings the men off from in there, and you have to hit on the woman. There is no reason why a man should hit on a woman. That I
okay,
totally test. I'm against that. That is wrong. So he is simply propagating to the world that once a woman makes you angry, you have the right to hit on her, and that is wrong. That is wrong. And I hope that one of these days he will come to his senses. But that is wrong. So
okay, let's
yeah,
everybody welcome. Like I said, share our page and let's welcome our viewers. Sylvester is here. He said good message. Lace. She said, hey everyone. Linda Dama Bryce say, hey everybody. Hey Antonin. This is Linda. Okay, Linda said this is Linda Dama Brave viewing from Oklahoma City. Welcome. And she said, of course, she calling somebody to come and watch the show. So then we got MTK here, Malia Cody watching from Osceola, Minnesota. This man needs to be arrested just because of what he is saying. He's in Africa. Oh, yeah, no, Africa, no, Africa, Africa for our mouth. So we say, welcome everybody. So Anthony, we give it to you. And
yeah,
yeah, while we're working
yeah. Thank
on the
you.
different abuses here to be
Yeah, thank you so much. Let me see here. I see Nora. It's Miss Nora. Nora is watching from Tubar. She's my friend on TikTok. She's watching all the way from Tubar. Nora, want to say welcome to you. Linda, you want to say welcome to, and Maddie. Yay, Maddie, welcome. And Sylvester, welcome. Yeah, so let us go into it. This video just uh yeah, this video is just one thing that tells us how some people behave, how they perceive things. If you are angry with somebody that you love, should you hit on that person? No matter how the person provokes you, it does not give you the right to hit on her. You could hit on her, she falls off, go to the hospital. All right, you will hit on her, you will kill her. What are you going to say? Is it because you are bringing the man out in you, or because she emotionally abused you? If she is emotionally abusing you, what do you do as a man? Since you since you are there and you want to take the place of a man, nobody can take the place of a man. Yeah, nobody can take the place of a man. Equally, so nobody can take the place of a woman. God gave man the position of a man. God gave woman the position of a woman. And I tell people here today that whether man or woman, we all have strategic positions in the world, and we have our roles to play in family. You see, so our topic here today says abusive relationships. At one point, it is enough for you to say, you know what, I'm out. I have seen, and most of the time, you see, it's on the other side. Men are abusing women most of the time. Most of the time, even though some men get abused, we see that emotionally. You get abused, you feel terrible to yourself, you feel less than a man, you sit down, you worry, you meet your friends, you tell them, look, my wife, the way she's treating me, I'm not feeling good, I'm not happy. Yes, men can be emotionally abused because you are not treated like a man, but that does not give you the right, to beat her up. That is wrong. And then some of our sisters stay in the relationship. They are beaten every day. They are being emotionally abused every day, economically abused. All right. They have their own account. They cannot even go to the account. They may have to be the one to make decision when it comes to the finances in the house. All right. When their friends come around because they want to make everything to look good, they smile about it. They don't want to tell anybody because they still love the man. They want to be there. At what point do you get out? This is the question today. So if you are watching, we want you to come up. If you want to call, you can call 612-263-4789. We want to know, we want to hear from our audience. At what point do you get out of the relationship when you find yourself being abused? Muku.
Yeah, continue while I try to put the numbers down here.
Okay.
So callers, I'm going to put the number. This number I'm putting here, you can call WhatsApp as well and call domestic. So for international caller, you can call WhatsApp, and for domestic, you can call direct. Okay. So Anthony, I don't know if you want us to take a little break while I put it there, or you want to keep talking
Oh yeah,
on.
I keep
And
talking.
when we talk about the abuse in the relationship, we're not only talking about domestic physical abuse.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about emotional and everything that drives a woman or a man to having blood pressure, to having stroke, to having heart attack, because there are a lot of stress and drama in the marriages and relationships. So while Anthony go ahead and talk, I will be doing this now.
Yeah, and there are some signs that you will see in your relationship when you are being abused. You will see that control from the abuser. They're going to control you. All right. They put you down. Some of our sisters, they put them down. You can't speak publicly or privately. When you go out with your spouse, you are afraid to talk because he's going to put you down among people. All right. You are being constantly compared to other people. The woman is compared to another woman, and they put that woman in the position like the other woman is better than her. I want to put my wife in such a position. That's abuse. All right. She has her capabilities. She knows exactly, she has her strength. Every woman has their strength. So for you to keep comparing her to other women and making her to feel less than a human being, or that she doesn't have any potential to make anything happen in life, is just nonsense. All right. You blame this person every time something happens. You blame the person. The person is at fault in the house. The person doesn't have a say in the relationship. The worst of all, you threaten this person most of the time because you can overpower them. You have the strength to bring them down. You have the strength to hit that person. You are the only person who is controlling everything. If you are a lady and you are out there and you are in such a relationship, then you need to seek help. You are in an abusive relationship because you are being abused emotionally. If you have no control over your finances, you work very hard for your money, but the person will allow you to use the money the way you want to use it because they think you don't have the right to use it that way. Then you are being economically abused. They compare you to other people. They try to bring you down, to look down on you. You want to think twice. The person is hitting on you all the time, breaking the door in the house. You are not saying anything to anybody. You cover everything up because you are doing it in the name of love. Okay? So welcome once more, ladies and gentlemen. You are watching Buku Online TV. This is the Table Talk with Anthony Falasware Senior and
Mokoloma Agu. I'm back. Yes. So guys, we're talking about violence in the relationship, domestic violence. We got to. Okay, Anthony, let's talk from the married expert, okay?
Yeah. Hmm.
Precious say you should speak to me. Welcome, Precious Freeman. Precious Freeman, I think she's watching. I got two Precious Freeman. One in Minnesota that watches her, and another one is in Europe that watches her. So which one are the Freeman? Just tell us
This is
where
this
you
is
watching from.
this is Precious from Minnesota.
Precious Freeman from Minnesota. Okay.
Yeah.
But anyway, like I was saying, we have different kind of abuses in the relationship, right? So
Yeah.
let's talk about, let's first of all, as a married couple, can sexual abuse take place in in a marriage?
I would say yes.
So
Yeah.
can you
After
explain?
let's take for example, uh, you know, other people can come on and give their opinion. But if I'm married to a woman and we are having problems in the house, I'm yelling at her all the time. Maybe for little things, I scream at her in front of the kids or my friends. And maybe after visitors leave, and then she said, "Oh, but the way you talk to me, I didn't like it." Most of the
Well,
time,
Anthony, I'm talking
I'm
about.
coming, I'm coming, I'm coming. I will get right there. I will land right now. So, and then you start to argue again at night.
Mhm.
You want to have sex with her. After the conflict, why are you people going through it? After nothing has been resolved, you have not even apologized. But after that conflict, and you try to lure her in bed to have sex with her, that's abuse. That's abuse. So I will wait for other people to make their comments, but I see that as abuse.
But Anthony, a lot of
Yeah.
times in
Mhm.
relationship, maybe you Africans, when there's a problem and you guys have a problem and you just feel that having sexual
Sex.
intercourse can
Yeah.
solve the problem. And
Yeah.
a lot of men think that way. And let me be honest with you, I tell mommy, I say, you know what? I'm not a superwoman that you can lay down and think that everything is okay. Yes, the desire is there. We will have the sex to our get her. After we finish, I stay there with you.
Yeah.
You have to come the way you're supposed to come as a man to apologize, you know? So a lot of women think that way. A lot of
Yeah.
women think that way though. Hmm.
Yeah. Some people think that by having sex will solve the problem, but it doesn't solve the problem. I think the best way to solve the problem is talk about it.
Yeah.
Talk about it and make, let's say, I call it signing an agreement. Look, sweetheart, I yell at you among people. I was not supposed to do it. I made you to look stupid among people. I am so sorry. You get down to your knees and tell your wife, look, I am so sorry. It's not going to happen. And let her have that trust in you that you are not going to do such a thing again. And let her be convinced. But not that, oh, okay, I already beg you. Oh, you by your own, it's too much. Yeah, I'll just forget it. I will go outside and go find somebody else.
Then
And
they
she's
start to
afraid.
threaten her.
Yes, she's afraid because she doesn't want you to go out and have sex with another woman. All right. So she gave herself to you. She giving herself to you in bed. She's not happy. She's crying.
Mm.
You are not going to see the tears, but she's crying. It's inside. You killing that woman softly. Imagine if she has high blood pressure. What is happening to her?
Yeah.
You don't do that. And then the next day, you're in the house, you're smiling, you're all happy, you're going out, she's sitting. When you leave, she's going to cry herself to sleep again. So we need to stop it. And most of the time, it comes from us, the men, on our side, because we feel that we are dominant. So we try to do everything. It's so good that in America here, they have laws that prevent people, that try to prevent people, even though supposed to do it, but try to prevent people from coming down hard on women. In Africa, it's bad. I don't know, Muku, whether you saw this video on Facebook. Somebody showed it to me the other day when he came here. There is this guy who was beating this girl and he kicked her in her face. I don't know which country is that. I will get that video so we can show it the next time. It hurt me so bad. Look, I didn't know what to do. I was like, what? She was not even expecting the kick. She was sitting. After he punched her for the first time, punched her for the second, then he changed his back that he was going. And when she lifted her face, he just kicked her face. Are you kidding me? That's another human being. That's somebody's sister. That's somebody's mother. You see? So that's why we say, at what point do we say enough is enough? I need to get out. Are you going to stay there because you want to appease this man, or you going to get out and be happy and find another man who would love you and treat you like a queen? That's the number one question that is going out to most of our sisters today. Muku.
Yeah. So, Anthony, then let's ask the question, or ask the audience can participate in the comments, or if they want to call. The number for international is WhatsApp number here, and for domestic, the same number we can use to call in. So, 99% of the time, what causes a man to be that violent to us women? You know,
Yeah.
sometimes I wonder what causes it, because that's correlation a little bit. The Bible says, "Love your wife as Christ loved the church."
Thank you.
So if you love your wife, you cherish your wife, I personally believe she will be very submissive to you. But what really do we do to provoke a man to be violent to us sexually, physically, and morally, and whatever? What do you think?
Well, I think sometimes some women rather provoke you to do a lot of things. And because we are all different from the way we respond to things, all men are not the same. We are all different. The way we express our emotions, the way we react to things. Some men can just take it and they resort to other physical, reaction instead of, saying, I'm just going to step out of the house. I'm going to get in my car and go somewhere, go sit with my friends until things can calm down. There are some women that can really provoke you because it's in the Bible. They say it's better to live in a desert than to live with a quarrelsome woman. In the book of Proverbs, I think Proverbs something. I don't remember the scripture, but it is there that it is better to live in a desert than to be with a quarrelsome woman. But equally so, that does not give any man the right to beat on the woman. If you think that this lady is provocative, she's giving you hard time all the time, she's not understanding you, she doesn't respect you, she make you to look small among your friends, then that is the time you get out of the relationship and find a woman that will respect you, but not to resort to violence.
Okay, let me welcome everybody who's watching from our personal pages. Just say hi so we can recognize you on the screen, because I got a couple of people here that are watching. I got Yata, I got I say welcome Yata, I got Harriet, welcome. I got Miata Russell, welcome. So just so we can recognize you, just say hey, and your comment, your name will appear directly on the screen. We can be able to recognize you. So audience, put in your comments, let us know what you think. And we have a comment here from MTK. Can you read that, Anthony?
Let's see.
I'll put it up right there.
Yeah, so that's a comment from Madie Cooley. She says some couples have to learn how to communicate, and communication is important in relationship. It is very important. Going to bed upset is ridiculous. Yes, going to bed upset is ridiculous because the Bible also says, do not let the sun go down on your anger. You don't want to go to bed angry and then sleep away. Then in the morning, you wake up again with the see you're angry. It continues the next day. You guys need to settle it and move forward. But if you allow it to build up and up and up, you continue to do the same thing on Monday. On Tuesday, you do the same thing, and you laugh at this man. The man come among his friends. He's not the kind of person he expects to be among his friends. And then on the men's side too, You disgrace the woman. You don't even want. Look, Vic, there are some women when they want to go out with their with their husbands, they don't talk among people because the men have made you to know that you're not supposed to talk among people. They are very quiet, even on social issues. And sometimes the person you bringing down, that person has the best answer in that conversation. But because you subject them to a certain way. When you go out, they are afraid of you. And your wife or your girlfriend, somebody you have an intimate relationship, we're not supposed to be afraid of you. They're supposed to love each other. Okay,
And then
so
we got Lena Diamond right here said that's why most of the women are living in slavery.
yes, and she's correct. She's correct. All right. Yes, some men will even compare you with a child. That is true. Look, there are some people that will tell the woman, say, you have a small brain. I've heard that before. Yes, you tell the woman you have a small brain. The way you think, you don't think like your friends. You don't, I mean, this is somebody, for God's sake, you call your wife or your girlfriend and you're living together. Maybe you have children together. Even if you people are not married. But why demean somebody? Why? Because you think you have the power. And sometimes economically, it's the person who is bringing more money in the house, the woman. She's bringing the money, she's killing herself to do the double. And when she comes home, that emotional abuse is there. You don't respect her. You don't even want her to take her own money to buy things. You want to be the one to control things. You buy $300 pair of sneakers for yourself. But when a woman wants to go to the store to buy something, you say, oh, you're spending too much money. It is common in our community. And people who are doing those things, they need to stop. Okay, Madison, we should pin the number 612.
Hold on, I'll put it back. I'll put it back.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so if you want to call, please call.
I'll put it back.
Yeah. What you say today, somebody is listening and they're going to benefit from it even after this show.
So welcome, you are on the show. What's your take?
Somebody call?
Oh no, I thought you was on the phone.
Oh, okay, no. Yeah.
So I just put in comments and we respond to them, and that's it.
Okay, so there's another thing here. Say I agree with Anthony. Thank you so much, Linda. And yeah, so if you are out there, you're a lady, you know, because most of the time you go downtown to Hennepin County, you go to the domestic violence place, you see women, they're preparing them for shelter. Some people will jump out of the house and they have to take them with the children to shelter. All right, the man is in the house. Some people blame it on alcohol, some people blame it on drugs and other things, but you know why? If you have that orientation from the time you were small and you were abusive, it's going to stay in you and grow in you. It's like you plant a seed, it's going to germinate. If you beat your wife in front of your kids and you have boys in the house, they are definitely going to take after you. So we need to stop. We need to stop doing these things. Your wife or your girlfriend, even if you have not married her, you got her in the house for at least maybe 5 or 6 years because you're keeping somebody's daughter, you don't want to marry them. 5, 6 years, you dare is suffering under you. How do you call that?
And we say, hey, Martina here too. And
okay, so we have Martina, Daphne, and Maddie. So let's talk. Oh, she said she wants to call.
The number is pinned there. Let me put it up. Hold on.
Okay.
Let me put it back up. I'll put it back up.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah. So let us look at some of the controlling and possessive behavior we find when it comes to abusive relationship.
Well, Maddie, if you can see the number, call my phone too. I can get the call as well.
Yeah. Now, these are some threatening things they do in a house. You and your partner maybe having a little quarrel or altercation, they yell, and this information was taken out of domestic violence. Okay, very good. We got somebody calling right now.
Good evening. Welcome to the Table Talk. You are on air. And may I ask who I'm speaking with and where you calling from?
This is MTK calling from Otsego, Minnesota.
All right, let's hear you.
All right, but the numbers are too small on the screen. The local number, I could barely see it. So if you guys can enlarge the numbers a little bit, then maybe more people will be able to call.
Okay, we definitely will do that.
Okay, well, so my take, Anthony asked a question. He said, at what point in an abusive relationship, when is enough? And unfortunately, I want to say it like some women will never get out because they keep looking for a change. Like some of them are being abused, but when the man apologizes, they just think that, oh, the next time it will change, it will change. And my personal take on this will be the very first time if a guy ever put his hands on you, you should get out. Because I don't think an abuser will change. So, that's my take on that because how I look at it, in any abusive relationship, I always say this, the only way out is either you end up in a body bag or, being hurt really bad. So I think that's the only two-way out. So, and I can't speak for everyone, but, this is something that is happening every day. You hear stories about women being abused. They were killed by their significant other, and, stuff like that. So, that's all I have to say. But the very first time a guy ever put his hands on you, that's your warning sign to make your exit because that guy will never change. So that's all I want to say, guys. Yeah. I love the topic, very interesting, and I love the show. Keep up the good work. And sometimes I hop on here and I love to watch the show.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, MTK, and thank you for your input.
Yeah.
So,
and what she just said, I saw the same thing on a website. Is a domestic violence website in Australia.
mhm.
It says your violent partner may act lovingly towards you at other times and may truly feel sorry for their horrible behavior. So it might be hard to stay angry and upset with them. However, there is quite a high chance that their violent behavior will continue. Abusers can be incredibly charming people, especially if they are trying to make you or others see them in a good light. And these are things people study.
Yeah, guys. I'm seeing you guys are watching, but can you just say hey so your comment can appear on the live stream and we can be able to recognize you, at least for everybody to be able to see you and say hey. Yeah. So but I have, let me just grab my glasses here. Anthony, do you have anybody on your side that you can welcome to the platform?
No, nobody new here. Nobody new on my side. I see. Jomat here. Hi, Jomat. And Precious. That's our Precious Freeman, just from my side.
Okay, here I have Yasa Gifler. Gibson is watching. I got Vero is watching. I got Michael is watching. I got Victor Side Gibson is watching as well. So yes, I think the comment here now. So yes, I say good topic. And Michael say, hey guys, you see, so definitely if you're watching us from our other platform, just say hey, and then your comment will appear. It will be able to recognize you guys right away. So this is our topic. Our topic is on abuse of all kind, and when is the time to walk away from an abusive relationship. It doesn't matter if that, intimate relationship, husband and wife, boyfriend and girlfriend, daters and whatever, even family, even, you can have your best friend and you're not intimate, they can be abusive to you in so many ways as well, bringing you down and all of that. So definitely, when your import, if you need to call, the number is right on the screen here. If you international, you can still call WhatsApp. It's 612-263-4789. Domestic, you can still call this number and be on the show. If you feel the need and you want to appear live on the screen, just tell us, bring us on, and we definitely will bring you on. This is something that we want to talk about because a lot of us, we are struggling with different kind of violence in our relationships, in our families, in our marriage. So this is the time we need to talk about it. And all the time when we bring a topic, it's not just topic Anthony and I sit and discuss. People reach out to us and want us to talk about these things because they are struggling with it. So they want to get other people's views on it in order to make some decisions that will save their lives or save their marriages. And you guys, were now on, we play a video from a different nationality who understand abuse to be different, and couple of women disagree, and there are some things in that tip that we play that me, Anthony, and myself agree upon as well. So we say welcome, guys, and we are glad to have you guys on here. Share our page. Share the
Okay.
show, please. Thank you, Michael. Share the play. Yeah.
All right. So you are watching Muku Online TV. This is the Table Talk with Anthony, Soiree, and Muku. We are here with the topic abusive relationships, when enough is enough. So we also have a study here that was done in Australia, and they gave some examples. So if you are listening, I want you to look at these things because sometimes we don't even know that some of these things are classified as abusive or physical abuse. So these are some of the examples: pushing, pinching or biting, slapping, beating, kicking, choking, backing you into a corner. Take your wife and just put her in the corner. Look, you know I'm a man. I will do that to you. Yeah,
Don't try me.
I'll do you because you just came from the gym with the muscles. Throwing objects is considered as physical abuse. Pulling your hair, holding you captive, breaking down a door to get to you. Some people that will shake the door to prove how powerful they are, preventing you from eating or sleeping. You're not going to eat your own food you cook here today. You will not eat it. If you touch your food, I'm going to do this to you. Locking you out of the house, forcing your car off the road, abandoning you in dangerous places, keeping you from getting medical care, spitting on you. Yes, I know about that. Using or threatening to use a weapon against you, driving at unsafe speeds to intimidate you. Sometimes you're in the car, you're try to talk from one to the another, and you get into some altercation, and the person start to speed up. It's considered as physical abuse. Refusing to help you when you are sick, injured, or pregnant. Sometimes you have the woman in the house, she's pregnant, and because of little things, now she wants soup or something, and you say you're not going to do it because you're angry. You take the remote, you go downstairs, and you're watching TV.
You know what? Somebody just confided in me because they don't want to put this comment on the screen. They said, just what you were saying, that comparing you to others. And this person saying that her husband used to compare her a lot of times, saying that she has the mind of, she act like a 16-year-old.
Yeah.
In the marriage and stuff like that. So we got Veronica O'Keefe on here. We say welcome. And her comment, she say, I feel abuse anyway. It's not acceptable at all. So she's saying that if she feel abuse in any way, she's not going to accept it. And then Yasa Gifler got a comment up here. She said, Oprah Winfrey once said, if they show you who they are, believe them. Once you have been abused for the first time, it's time to go. It's time to get out. Don't wait for the next. It may be your last time to be alive, which of course is good. And we got another comment here. Get out right after the first time because it's never going to change.
It's
And
true.
speaking of both sides, and that's why the caller Maria's MTK said when she called, when she called,
Yeah, that's what Marty
you
said.
know, that's why she said the first time. But now you see, the whole thing is that we are focusing, oh yes, men abusing women, men abusing women. Let's talk about the women being abusive to the men as well.
Yep.
Because
Yep.
this thing is vice versa. We find a lot
Yep.
of women who can be physically abusive. Well, when the man says something, you will jump on the man, you will hit the man, you will slap
Yeah.
the man, all because yeah, this is America. Like bro,
Mhm.
you fool said, like bro, you try that thing, you see the video we put up here, we probably might play it for a short time. We will play it for our new viewers that just came on to listen to it as well. Like Bureau, when they beating you, they say they equal no party.
Yeah. You go to the police station, they say, oh, their pay small change.
Oh, la husband, where if you go?
Oh, that's not good. Yeah.
Yeah.
So women too, there are some women out there that are very, very aggressive. They have a very quiet man. They shout at the man among people. They emotionally abuse you because you respect her. She will always be on top of your head. She try to control you only because if you say something to her, she knows that she can lie on you, call the police, and you will go to jail. Some people take advantage of that. If you are in a relationship and you are doing that as a woman, stop it. Because you know it's not going, the end result is not going to be good. You're going to put that man in jail, you're going to damage his record, you have children by him, and it's just going to be, the children just going to suffer. So not because of your desire, your anger, try to control yourself. All right. Everybody can get angry. All right. Even prophets got angry before. Moses got angry when he was taking the children to Israel, to the promised land. All right. He got angry after the people were complaining about water, and he took the rod and hit it on the rock and said, yes, I'll give you water. Moses was angry because the people they were giving him a hard time. So anybody can get angry, but not to the extent where you will start hitting on somebody because you think you have control over the police. As soon as you make that call to the police is coming to pick the man up and go. And then you will go and build the man up, bring him back home, and then you have sex with him again.
But let me tell you something.
Yeah.
A lot of times when women, yes, they got violent women. They got women who feel they get hit first and play the victim later.
Yes.
So about 99% of women, I stand to be corrected. Anybody who come on, just say hey, and will recognize you on the screen. Excuse me.
This comment from Yasa.
Yeah, I will put it up later. I'll put it up later. A lot of times, women, there are some women who physically hit on a man first, and like I said, play victim. Because we are in the US, so there are a lot of advantages, disadvantages when it comes to men, you know, because people believe, and I think it has changed. Because I remember back in the days, even if a woman hit a man and the police come, they will arrest that man. But now, if a woman hit a man, because they found out that women was doing these things and playing the victim, so now if you hit a man, they coming after you too. You the woman, they don't care. Domestic violence. But I would say when it comes to verbal abuse towards men, this is the reason of which we women, I stand to be corrected, women. And if you can back me, Anthony, back me. Women, if you can back me with a comment or a call, do that as well. I was just having a conversation with my sister, and we were talking about, you know, how we women, if you do something to us, like me, I cannot look into no man's face, Anthony, and say I try to join you to fight because number one, the way I sure said, before I even clear on the chair to reach to your face to slap you, you not grab me. You got what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of times when women come verbally, we come in with force. Like I said, some of the thing that man said in the video, I agree with him. we come with force to hurt your feelings.
Yeah.
We have to say something that will go deep down in your soul. A couple of things a man does not like for a woman to tell him, to insult his mom, his sister. If you are in an abusive relationship, I can be you. Oh Lord, the way I will cause like I can speak in tongues, my dear, because I will just be bringing the cost on and flashing it on you just so you can be irritated, be annoyed, and then I will feel that I have gotten to you.
Yeah.
You got what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So a lot of times, like I said, I don't know about physically, but I think it's really wrong for women or men to be physically aggressive towards your wife or your husband.
Yeah. It's not
Yes.
good.
No
Yeah.
matter what, like I said, my muff, Anthony, you know me. Matthew can always tell me my muff is my trouble.
That's the power of the women.
Yeah. That's our power God gave us.
Just drive away,
Yeah.
drive,
So
go somewhere else.
Yasa comment. I'm sorry. Yasa comment is on the screen.
Yep.
Let's listen to it. Then for the viewer that just come in, I think we should play that video. Let us see it and see
Yeah,
what
let
they
them
take
listen to
out of
that
it
guy
as
again,
well.
right? Okay,
Yeah.
so let me read Yasa comment. Yasa say, I have seen a sister verbally abusive, always telling her husband, "You are not my type." Whoa. So why she marrying? I regret bringing my standard down. To her, it is so wrong. Wrong. Don't look down on your husband.
Yeah, but sometimes too, let me tell you one, it's too much in the marriage. I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
know her
what
intake.
prompted her to say that?
Yes. Sometimes, like I was saying to somebody, if a woman regrets being married to a man, that means she's tired. That means there's a lot that she has been going through. And Anthony, do you know that a lot of us African men do not like to go through counseling? When you tell them about going through counseling, the first thing it tells you, you want my business to be out there.
Yeah.
If a woman offer you to go to counseling because she wants her marriage,
that means she wants solution.
if a woman go to somebody to complain you, that means she still want her marriage.
Yes, that is
But
true.
if a woman keeps silent, that means she's tired and she wants to get. That's when the regret comes in.
It means if she keeps quiet and you try to talk to her about it and she doesn't say anything to you, she say, "You know what? I don't want to talk about it.
I'm tired hearing it. I'm tired being sorry."
Yes, it means that she's finding her exit strategy.
Yes.
Yes, that's exactly what she's going to do. If a woman calls your best friend and say, "Oh, your brother and myself, we inside today probably I'm not giving up. Today, the whole world will come down." If you hear her say that she wants solution to the problem, she wants the best friend to talk to you. I've seen that. Once the woman call your best friend or call somebody close to you and say, today, the police will devour us. Don't mind her. She
Anthony, something happened my clan. After the whole thing, I can just look at myself in the mirror and say, "They're shocked here, got tempo." You must see me. Anthony, you not see me what I feel. You can see me stepping. Go.
I will see you. I will tell Matthew to record you one day when you verse.
You can play on the show.
Your host getting angry.
Yeah, he said you can cuss. You can cuss. You keep the cuss in the bed. You can cuss. You want to come for your boy. You can speak. You can speak. Like the part I can be there. I can pass out salary. You want to come for your boy. You can speak in tongues.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's the fun of it, though.
Yeah. Some truly speaking, some people have very nice relationship. Yeah, the man, the woman, you see them together, you really admire them, but you don't know what is going on between them. Yeah, and it's so sad that you have the kids in the house, the father is abusing the mother, or the mother is abusing the father, and the children just there in the middle of all that mess. Yeah.
And then here, let me welcome. I got Evelyn Johnson. You guys can just say hey, and then we'll welcome you on the right screen. Because actually, I'm watching you guys for another gadgets here. So I got Evelyn Johnson. I got lovely Narisa. I got Cecilia Cully. I have Georgette. I have Sam Peters. I can see I have Anton G. I'm sorry, and then I got Mercy Massaquin and Britt Smith. So you guys can just say hi, and then we can put your welcome you up. But while we're doing this, let's just listen to this for the benefit of our viewer that just got on. Let's just listen to this clip and let's see what you guys can take off it. Couple of our viewers who has been on earlier said they disagree the African thing and whatever. You know, we definitely will say that Africa. So let's listen. And then we'll come back and a few
Blunt on this
comments.
platform. Most of the times, physical abuse from men is a response to emotional abuse from women.
Emotional abuse from the women
provokes physical abuse. It is a response.
Break it down.
Also, I will add to that part, emotional plus psychological abuse
of women. No, respond. Yeah.
No, let him come. You got us. Please.
No, we're getting is that what you're saying?
I got it. There is abuse on both parts. That is, the man goes physical, but the woman is giving emotional torture.
Yes,
okay,
yes. I repeat again. Most physical abuse from men is a response from emotional abuse from women.
Okay.
Take it or you leave it. Men at times are not mad to get up and start beating a woman. No reasonable, responsible man will get up, except in rare cases. You know, to every exception, to every rule, there's an exception. So we are talking here knowing that there are cases whereby some men abuse women physically for not just cause. But I will guarantee you 80% of men's abuse towards women is a response to an emotional abuse from the woman.
Can you explain what...
I'm going to explain it in details. Men are the quiet type. Women are flippant. Women are flippant in nature. They talk a lot. Sometimes a man can do something and a woman doesn't seem to understand. She may start speaking, and women don't speak for you to listen. They speak for you to respond. Once they speak and you don't respond, they will want to say something harder than what they have said, and immediately they start throwing those hard words into your heart. There is a level you cannot take it anymore. And there are men, when they have absorbed that shock for too long, they cannot contain it. The next thing is that it rebounds. They will give you a slap and a kick. Then everyone that comes will see the slap and the kick because it is physical, not knowing that the man has been able to contain the emotional torture, either for a very long time. Sometimes men can contain this torture for almost 10 years. Some hold it for 15 years. At a level they can no longer take it. Now they feel like this physical abuse, or to me, the right words to be used there is physical discipline. This physical discipline to the man or to the man is a kind of trying to solve something that his quietness cannot solve. That's one of the reasons you must understand. The second reason why men sometimes abuse women physically, it is simply because women can easily lose respect for men. I'm telling you, a man's desire is not food. Cook the best food, he can get it in a restaurant. A man's desire is not sex. He can get it in the street through a side chick. A man's desire is not your attire. The greatest thing you will ever take from a man that will cause the beast in him to come out is his respect. Inherent in every man is a king and a beast. If you choose to be a queen, you will bring out the king in him. If you be a torment, you will bring out the beast in him. In all cultures of the world, the last thing that a man cannot take, I'm talking from a generic point of view, is disrespect. Some women are grossly disrespectful. I can tell you with all sincerity that the marriages before this period are far more better. There were no marriage seminars, there were no conferences, there were no lectures on marriage, but the marriages succeeded better because people were properly brought up in good culture. This thing called women emancipation has not been defined in a proper context. Women emancipation is the ability and liberation for women to enter into governance, not to dominate in marriage. The women emancipation concept should be properly defined and then re-drilled again in the minds of women, because some women have taken this women emancipation into marriage. There are standards in marriage that no generation can ever take. The woman is to submit to a man and the man is to love the woman. That is the standard. But women emancipation has come to tell us that a woman has equal right and freedom. Since women are president, they can also be husband. Women can be president, women can be governors, women can be DO, but a woman can never be husband. Husband is not a position. Husband is not a rank. Husband is not an office. Husband is an ordained responsibility. And until every woman comes to this point to understand that your emancipation will never come to the place where you will become a husband, then every woman shall take her place in marriage. And that's why I say most at times physical response from men is a product of emotional abuse from women. The next thing we have to understand, Mr. Liu, is this: not everybody has the same capacity. Women compare a lot. A woman will want her husband to be like her neighbor's husband. I'm telling you. The minute you start quarreling, you say that, look at Papa Junior there. He goes out with a car. Here you are with one jalopy bike every day. Cut your cloth, cut your coat according to your cloth. Any man that God gives you, it is because that is the capacity of man you can manage. God cannot give you something better than you, because if you were better off, God will give you something better. So please let us understand this, that people will most of the time say, look at a useless man that beats his wife. I don't support wife beaters, but I can tell you, before a man will raise his hand, what were you doing there until he got to the extent of raising his hand on you? We grew with our mothers in the 80s that our father will make, we want to react. By the time they are talking, she gives way. A woman will talk to the extent of sending her finger into your nostrils because of women emancipation. I think we should go back and redefine this concept of women emancipation. A woman can be a president like Angela Merkel. She can be a governor. She can be an SDO. She can be a DO. She can never be a husband. Whether you are anybody than your husband, whether you are more educated than him, that position, husband, is a rank that God has positioned and nobody breaks it. Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is it done?
Yeah.
On this platform.
Yeah.
Yes, so that's it, viewers. So I will put some comments up here. We got a comment here from Linda Wilson.
The slap a kick in your BH, you speaker, Linda. I'm just, the video just, I just don't like his whole position on this thing. Yeah, I don't like it. So
MTK there.
yeah. And then Yasa got a comment too, I think.
I got one comment up here and I will put Yasa's.
Sometimes the men can have physical abuse from women because they are embarrassed, or to the woman is the breadwinner. Wow. So if a woman is abused, she brought it on her. On her? Wow. Yeah, I think she referencing the video. I would disrespect your ass as a man if you think you can kick me. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what causes a woman to disrespect her husband if he disrespect you. And you know, they got some men, you and your wife go out, you're in more public, he talks to you in a kind of way.
Yeah.
You don't even realize or reference that, oh, this is my wife. I have to be careful how I address her in public, because this is something that they used to at home.
Yeah, and some people grew up like that, seeing abuse in their homes, and they think that that's the way to bring the man off from in them. Hitting on a woman. Yeah, that's just ridiculous. So Veronica Okay Valentine says the man is stuck in the past with his grandpa. He is.
He really stuck in the past. That's not lying.
Yeah,
He really
he's
stuck in the past.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is. Betty
Yeah.
Miller, welcome as well. So while we do this, can we take a musical break and come back? And if you need to call, you can definitely call in, call the website, and call the number that you see here, the WhatsApp number for international and domestic. So if you want to call local, you can call local. You want to call from out of the country, you can use the internet call, which is the website. So let's just listen to one of our Liberian music, the hottest G's music on the block. Find a friend like me, my bestie.
Love.
It's find a friend like me, find a friend like me. If you not want betrayal, find a friend like me, find a friend like me, find a friend like me. If you not want betrayal, find a friend like me.
Bombe oh, find a friend like me. Bombe jene oh, find a friend like me. Find a friend like me. Find a friend like me.
Hey, see bestie, the bestie not sweet like my bestie. The bestie la bestie. Find a friend like me.
I say, see bestie wanting to wealthy. Find a friend like me. I hear them say they want me go. I say
Some of them say they want me go,
I say
Some French la Some French la Some French la French la Hey, see bestie, the bestie not sweet like my bestie. The bestie la bestie, find a friend like me.
I say, see bestie wanting to wealthy. Find a friend like me. Okoro, 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 okoro. They won't step on my blessing, but God get it breaking, yeah. Okoro, they won't call it my blessing, but God get it breaking, yeah. Okoro.
French, see French, can't see Papa T French, and I want no back for French. Wangolo, 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 wango for bestie, wango for daddy, wangolo.
I hear them say they want me go, I say I hear them say they want me go, I say
Some French la Some French la Some French la French la Hey, see bestie, the bestie not friend by my bestie. The bestie la bestie, find a friend like me.
I say, see bestie wanting to wealthy, find a friend like me.
So yes, find a friend like me, right? Your
I'm a good
bestie.
friend. I'm a good friend. Anybody wants to be my friend, I'm a good friend.
I like that music, my bestie, my
Yeah, that's a
bestie.
nice song.
So
Yep.
yeah, so join the conversation. We are talking on abusive relationship and when is the time to get out. Other people say for the first time. Somebody and I like that. The first time you are abused, you will be abused again. If
Yeah.
somebody strike you one, they will strike you the second time. You
Yeah.
know, it's just like in a relationship. If you are being disrespected and you accept the disrespect, you will be disrespected again. You know, we need to put our foot down. Our body, we are precious, men and women. The Bible says we should love our wife as Christ loved the church. There's no way you will love your wife and hate on her. There's no way you will love your wife and cheat on her and put her through emotional distress. So then let's talk about cheating in the marriage because that is considered an abuse. So when do you get out of a marriage or a relationship that you are being cheated on? Excuse me, you know, some women, some of us, we in a relationship. This man is very rude. He cheats on us a lot. Everybody who's watching, Betty Miller, Kia Do, Nathaniel, you guys just say hey and we'll recognize you guys on the screen, okay? So now you in a relationship, you boyfriend and girlfriend. This man is cheating on you. This man is not committed to you at all. But yet and stay, you know, people stay in a relationship, go through the tough time and say, oh, that tough time. No, when the people talk about tough time in relationship, not the man cheating on you, not the man giving you some, putting you through some emotional distress. When the people talk about, oh, we'll go through the take and turn, meaning you're struggling in life, you don't have it, you're sitting out, you're eating, you're struggling to build your house, you're struggling to raise your children with the little that you have. Not because the man going, he's sleeping with Mary, he's sleeping with Sarah, then he bring baby, he born twin, he bring triplets, he bring children to you, you still stay there and get married to him. You know he having an affair with your best friend, he having an affair with your next door neighbor. You stay sit there with the trauma and say, I will get married to him. So my thing, do you think, and then they say, I will get married to him? What, to prove a point, I have the ring
Yeah.
and you got a man, what the people can say, right? So you sit there and say you prove a point. Our parable, our Liberian parable, there are a lot of parables that comes out that has a lot of meaning. And sometimes when you listen to this proverb, you say, yes, the parable is more behind. If you cook your soup in tomato cup, they will dish you with broomstick. So this is it. You know this man is unfaithful just in court shipping or dating where you don't have a tide, right? And you sit there and marry the man. You know why a lot of men will marry you? Because a lot of men, Anthony, I stand to be correct, our audience, married a woman a lot of times for convenience. For convenience. That man know he cheats on you, you still accept it.
Yeah.
He lied to you and do all sort of things to you, you stay accept it. So guess what he gonna do? He will marry you because you are convenient for him.
Yeah.
So why do we do that? It is right. We think it's right to stay in an abusive relationship mentally, morally, whatever way. Stay there. And guess what now? You in the home, right? You the girlfriend in the home. He engaged to you for 5 years. Hey, honey boo boo. In 6 months, if you're dating a man, 6 month time, he should know. He should know if you are the right one to be his wife. He should know if you the one that he wants within 6 months. So after 6 months, I don't care. You know, sometimes when I put these posts up, people think, some people will call me, oh, they think it's about my life, but it's not about my life. These are reality. These are things that people go through. You can give monkey star. You can put diamond in the soup. If you're not for him, you're not for him. He wants you. Don't you know you can cook for a man and he's eating the food? He said, the food is so sweet, oh. The man that will marry you will have a good wife. And you going out with him, you cooking for him, you cleaning for him. But he's telling you, the man that will marry you will have a good wife. So why do we sit there as a girlfriend or fiance, he be abusive to us. He cheating on us. We still sit there and say he will change. Open our eyes. Open our eyes. Open our eyes. Okay, Anthony, go ahead. The comments.
Yeah, so we have comments here. This one from Nathan Blama. Nathan, welcome. Does this go both ways? Why if their wife always hitting on the man?
We said
Should
it.
he just be a man? And yeah, we said that. Nathan, it goes both ways.
You was late, but we talk about it though. We talk about women being violent to the men as well.
Yeah, come to class on time next time, Nathan. Okay, so we got another one here from Veronica, and it says, this one says you from Amelia A. Mensa, say you tolerate them. Oh wow, short but strong. And then Veronica says it's because most of the time we are hoping for something that is not there or has never been there. You cannot change anybody except that person want a change for themselves. And that is true. That is true. Okay, so Precious Freeman says sometimes we stay in the relationship because of children. Yes, a lot of people stay there for children. Some people say, okay, I want the children to reach the age of 18, to get it out to go to college.
So this is my argument. So what is it? Listen to me. So why is it if you are in this relationship waiting for your child to turn 18 and you walk out of your bathtub and fall down and die from stress?
Yeah.
And then you can't see the children at 18. Yeah. This is the time we as women and men, this is the time that we walk on a marriage that is not right. You know, a lot of times when people say the avenue for a man to divorce a wife or his wife, or for a wife to divorce her husband, it has to be infidelity or he cheating on her, because the Bible says when one is unfaithful, divorce. When one is unfaithful in caring for you, in taking care of his family, in loving you, these things are all unfaithfulness to a man and a woman. So not only when the man having a sexual relationship out there before you can go ahead and divorce him, or when a woman is having a sexual affair out there before you can go and divorce her. The Bible says one is unfaithful. That's why I say in any way. I've had friends who die from stress in their marriages because they're sitting there, they're covering it up. And I tell people all the time, not all that glitter is gold. Sometimes you say, oh yeah, Muku is in her marriage. She's so happy. Oh, I admire them. Yes, because we're not showing it out there, which of course, that's good. But when it reaches to a point where you cannot handle it, seek help.
Yep. Yep.
If you're not coming to an agreement, go through counseling, both secular and spiritual counseling.
Yeah.
And trying to mend the relationship or the marriages. But if there's no way to mend it, walk out. This age and time. Well, when you even get pregnant, after you born a baby, you on blood pressure pill.
Yeah.
When you even get pregnant, you eat plenty, they say you got diabetes. This is the time that we want to sit in the relationships or marriages to be abused because of our children. Then guess what? We're not going to see our children, honey boo boo.
Yeah.
Precious. You won't be in the right frame of mind to even take care of your children. That's why you see a lot of times we're going through mental health, but people don't realize it. Have you ever sat, Anthony, in your car, you driving, you talking to yourself?
Yeah.
One day I was saying now that, hey, can me say, Mommy, are you okay? I said, no, I just thought about something.
Yeah.
That's when mental health comes in.
Yes.
We have to open our eyes. This is not back in the days, our mothers then. I watched my grandmother sit in the house while my grandfather had women that would come and take care of her children. He born by then. Then they said that he left. Commonwealth law. I watched my grandfather cheat on my grandmother and born a whole lot of children outside. I watched my grandmother sit home to that door and wait for my grandfather to come home and bring food at 6:30 in the evening before she cooked for everybody to eat.
Wow. Terrible.
I watched my grandmother sit down, raw donut in the morning to sell. To sell. She loved her husband. She never had no other husband. To the point I look at her, I said, me, grandma, I never want to be like you.
Yeah.
That was just one thing I never wanted to be like my grandmother. Everything else about her, I love, I cherish the good heart, the respect. Everybody loved her. That's why they named me after. I got everything like her. But sitting one place because of the children, no, honey. You don't want to be driving and crash because you're mentally disturbed, but you got children.
Yeah.
Precious, no sister. No.
Yeah.
That was back then.
Yeah.
Not recent time. We can't take it anymore.
Emotional and physical abuse is I mean, you look, I was just reading something online today, and there are signs of emotional abuse, and I will just give at least 3 or 4 here. So if you are watching and you want to take them down, that is good for you. And they ask questions, and this study I was talking about from Australia. Do you feel that your partner does not value your thoughts or feelings? 1. Do you feel that your partner does not value your thoughts or feelings? 2. Are you told that no one else will want you, or that you are lucky your partner takes care of you? Some people hearing that right now in the house. Nobody will want you when you leave me. You can't. No man will want you because of the way you look inside. No man will want you. You know.
And another thing to say,
yeah.
Sometimes even the man from when you go like complain, I want me, I will lead it. What place you get to go at
where
this time?
Where you get to go? That's emotional abuse. Those are signs. The person say those things to you, you need to see as a red flag. When you try to talk to your partner about problems, are you called names such as bitch or nag? Or you nag too much? And the other one says, does your partner threaten to withdraw your sponsorship or send you back to your country of origin? You see that? This study was done in Australia. So the people study about immigrants too. So you bring somebody from Africa and the person in the house with you, and then you tell the person, say, all right, because the person is not knowledgeable about the system. You know? All right.
Second thing, then they will seize that green card and seize that paper. Women do that to men. When they feel they help the men to come. Let me tell you, Anthony, I tell people all the time, somebody got to help somebody to come to America.
Yeah.
Somebody, God got to use somebody to have to bring a man or a woman to Australia.
Yeah.
God got to use somebody to bring a woman or a man from Africa to Canada.
Yes.
To travel to Europe or whatever.
Yeah.
So, what in essence, if you bring a man from Africa and the marriage is not working, let a man go. Why you seizing a paper for? Why you writing immigration to cancel something for you for?
Let him go. Let him go. And men too.
Let him go.
Because if the person is here, the person doesn't have any friends around, and you start threatening them, you know what? If you do anything, I will just make the people to send you back. It doesn't help matter. I mean, that's not good. Putting them through emotional something. And the last one says here, after an argument, does your partner insist that you have sex as a way to make up? That's it.
Sometimes they do it.
Yeah.
Because they feel that when they go intimate with you, then everything is okay.
Yeah. Yep.
But Superwoman said, I'm not the kind of girl that you can lay down and think that everything is okay. I'm just an ordinary human. Yeah, I must stick to my daytime job.
Wow. I didn't know you could sing.
Yes. So, yeah, a lot of men think that when you lay down, that intimate is a tie. It's a tie. You know, when you lay down and get intimate and then everything is okay. No.
Yeah.
No, me, I will let out. We eat something cool. When we get from there, I say thank you, but you still got to come the way you're supposed to come and apologize.
So you wouldn't giving it because
I said I want it, and my woman desire to be met. Okay. Are you kidding me?
Okay.
You can't do it because he forcing me. Hell no. The matter of fact, he full of force me, say he will not force me. But if I'm doing it because I want my desire to be met, I will go for it. But that does not mean everything is okay, though.
Yeah. And Vic, you see another one here. They say types of emotional abuse.
Yeah.
Silent treatment. They got it on the steady.
Well, then I want my second get emotional abuse.
Yes, silent treatment. You see the people
Because
study all
sometimes
these
you're giving a silent treatment because you don't want to
It's
talk.
heightened, yeah. For
Because
us
you're
men, we
tired
don't like
talking,
it.
so for that reason, I want to keep quiet, Anthony.
Yeah, silent treatment can hurt. Men don't like that. And then
And that's the only way I can get to you.
yeah,
That's the
I
only
mean
way
if
women
you're
can get
doing
to
it,
you. Keep
if you are
speech.
doing it to get the man to you, you know that's a way. But I mean, if it's going to affect his emotional well-being or something, physical well-being, then you have to get it. All right, then they talk about another was it withholding affection and attention. You see?
Faraneka Oki say, she said, most men thinks it's the right way to make up. When I'm at point, she meant to say when I'm at that point,
Yeah, where
everything is
everything is
turned
turned
off.
off. Yeah,
Yeah, everything turned off, but still, me
yeah,
everything not
yeah,
off.
yeah. We this show is going to help a lot. That's why we are here to
So,
discuss this
everybody
issue.
who's watching, Anthony, I have some people who really watching me here,
Oh,
but they're not coming on, so we can really recognize them. So, guys, just say, "Hey, I'm watching for so and so," and we'll recognize you. I got Regina Gay, I got Vivian Grams, I got Rhoda Comfort Phillips,
oh,
I
Rhoda
got
is.
S. No, the other Rhoda. That's not the other Rhoda.
Oh,
I
okay.
got S. Marie, and I got some. Is that some Bidnu Zachariah or something? Kamara. I got any Hoto.
Mm-hmm.
I got Boys. I got Pauline Doe. I got Telman Doe. I got Minister Joshua Sedi. I got Patricia and Padamas. I got Let me just put my glasses on.
Yeah,
You
put
can
it on.
see them
You
from
can
your
see it.
side.
I see on a few like Veronica,
No,
Vivian
those
Grants.
Veronica and everybody. So
Yeah.
everybody who's watching, or just say hey, and then we'll be on the screen to recognize you. I
Okay,
see
now.
Evangeline Mamita is watching. Evangeline, just say hey. Robert Cully is watching as well. Nora Nelson, Natalie Soko, Regina Gaya, just say hi. Where you watching from, and we'll recognize you right here on the screen. There you go. There you go.
Regina is watching from
Watching from
Maryland. Yes,
Maryland,
Maryland in
USA.
the
Regina,
house.
welcome, my sister. Please share the video. This is a page. This is a show that we are not doing drama. You know, we have to bring a little bit, or we have to bring something different from our community, because we are known to tearing people down, shaking
Yeah.
table, breaking legs. So this platform is to build, is to restore. When
Yeah.
it comes to marriages, when it comes to parenting, when it comes to family. And this page, this program is to enlighten the mind of our people when it comes to different things. So
Yeah.
today our topic, we are on violent abuse. It don't matter what kind of abuses. You know, we never knew what it called abuse when we're in Liberia. A lot
Mm-hmm.
of us migrated to America before we found out what abuse really is, you know. So when we talk about abuse, we're talking about the 4 year sexual, of physical, verbal, everything when it comes to
Everything that has
abuse,
to do with abuse.
moral,
Yeah.
everything when it comes to abuse. So great topic, Regina. Thank you very much. And then we have Marie. We say watching for Delaware. Welcome, my sister.
Oh,
Welcome.
that's good.
And please
Yeah.
share our page. We got our own Evangeline Mamita. Hey, I'm watching you guys from Kota, aka the
Is the
Wind City.
Adochi town? Is it China?
Where is it?
Where is that? The Windy City. Is it New York?
It's it maybe somewhere in the Midwest here, right? You get try to get people to run near ya. Watching from Delaware and hey, watching from Atlanta, and you're welcome to as well. You guys are amazing, and we are so glad to have you on this show today. Give us your input. and tell us what you feel about the relationship. And secondly, if anybody's watching, because I'm seeing some ministers from my other page here that are watching, but they're not saying anything. So, but you guys that are watching, anytime, any day, if you want to be a part of this unique program, just let us know. We will bring you on. You want to co-host with us? You got any experiences that you want to talk to us about, and any topic that you want us to talk about? Just inbox us, me or Anthony. We'll get to you, and definitely we can have you as a co-host. There are some times that Anthony might not be available. You can come on and be a host. There are sometimes I might not be available as well. You can come on and host the show for us. This is the time that we have to enlighten the mind of each other. We got to open our eyes, most especially when it comes to relationship nowadays. So Chicago is the Wednesday. But what you doing in Chicago? I thought you moved out of Chicago, mommy. But anyway, thank you. Yeah. So that's it. That's why we on, and we're talking relationship here, and I'm enjoying the topic. I'm learning. I'm learning. Most especially to when it comes to one of our sister Yasa. A comment here. Every time I look at a comment, there's something there for me. Anytime somebody come on and says something, there's something there for me. I take something from there. And this is what we are about, to learn from each other.
All right,
so yeah,
we have
so that where we are, we
Philadelphia.
love your input. We want you to say something to us, tell us what you think. So we are here. So Anthony.
Yep. So we have Rhoda Comfort Phillips watching from Philadelphia. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you are watching Let's Talk About It with Muku and Anthony. This is the Table Talk. We are coming to you live from Brooklyn Park, Minnesota. Today, our topic is abusive relationships. When do you say enough is enough? That's what we are talking about. So I'd like to also give you some common examples for being economically abusive. You preventing you from having or keeping a job. Some people do that. They just don't want the woman or the man to go to work. They will fight with you until you get late for work and you get fired. And the studies also say harassing you at work, refusing to work, not including you in family financial decisions, not allowing you to ask access to the family finances, and making you to ask for money. So before you do anything, you have to ask for money. That's being economically abusive. So if you are experiencing something like that in your relationship, you need to get help. You need to talk about it so you can be able to solve the problem. If the problem cannot be solved, then I think you should start thinking about the next steps. All right, there are a series of things you can do. Get to the experts, talk to them, or talk to family members, and in an if you are being abused emotionally too, one way to do it is to isolate you from your family member and friends, immediate friends that really stand up for you. Sometimes you have a friend who is always there that will speak up for you. That relationship you find yourself in, they want to separate you from that person because the person is helping out. So if you find yourself in such a relationship, you need to find your exit strategy because it is not working for you. Look, one thing I want to tell you, every human being was created so that you find somebody very nice to be with. Stop jumping to things and making decisions. Allow God to help you to get to where you're supposed to be. If if you rush, you are not going to get to where you're supposed to be. Pray to God, take the right decisions, and wait for Him to move in your life. But if you decide that you want to stay with this person and you know all the signs are there, physical abuse is there, emotional abuse, economic abuse, everything is there, and you are still in the relationship. You are there because maybe you want your children to reach the age of 18, and you got some children that are 9, 10. You might die before they get to 15. So the best you can do is to be out of it and be at peace with yourself. Trust me. Take good care of yourself. Go to Muku, get some nice makeup, put it on, put it behind you. Start to go out, go to church, hang out where good people hang out, and definitely that person will show up, and you will find somebody that will treat you like a queen. You can't be in a relationship where you be subjected to another person's power. You're supposed to be loved. You are not supposed to be treated like an animal. Even animals. That some of us who love animals, we don't hate on animals, don't do a lot of things to animals. You know? Then what about human beings? Somebody is beating on you. Somebody is treating you. You can't even buy or $50 sandals for yourself. You have to ask for the money when your decision is supposed to be joint. You know?
My own, that one kind of abuse that I would never want to do to anybody. Why should I stop you from going to work?
I know. Some people do that. We always suffer in the house. You going to work today.
Why should I stop you from going to work and bringing food home?
Yeah.
Why should I go to your job to create a scene knowing that you're gonna get fired?
But
so you want me to get fired or want to get fired for you to consider?
But you know another thing, Vic. If this man is having an affair outside, or this woman is having an affair outside, and then she's getting money from there, or he's getting money from his girlfriend outside, he doesn't really care. And look, if the person wants to bring you down, they will go to any length to be. That's why the people study these things, and they came up with all these things. And they just left you as an individual to be able to read between the lines and make the right decisions for yourself.
So let's welcome Queen.
Yes.
It's on the screen.
Shiva Queen said these cases are very complex. And that is true. Okay, domestic violence has layers. Because it's complex, you see the layers there. Man or woman who holds the relationship. Pressure Freeman. The relationship, look, when it comes to holding a relationship, I think it just depends who is more in love. That's what I believe. If I'm in love, I will try to do everything to hold a relationship. If the woman is in love, she will try to do everything to hold that relationship. The person who is not in love is the person that will try to do everything to just get out. Okay, emotional abuse is as worse as physical. It can affect your emotional intelligence. Thank you very much. That is true. That is true. And that's why you find sometimes your friends going through emotional abuse, and you're going to go hang out. You're laughing and talking. They sit there, they can't even contribute to what happened. Oh, but I'm not ready here today, man. Yeah, a lot of stuff going on. They can't say anything. Because what? They are so disturbed.
So true.
Yeah. So there's another comment here again from Shiba. She said a typical survivor leaves the abuser at least 7 times before they are ready. Wow. You see it? So they leave at least 7 times. So they leave and come back. They leave and come back. And leave and come back.
And that's true. But my thing that sometimes it baffles me. I wonder, why is it a woman would get out of an abusive relationship and come back? What do you think? Why?
Because the husband can be manipulative. The violent partner will play the victim game. Okay, that's fine. I know you don't want me because your friend is telling you to find somebody else. That's why you want to. Okay, go ahead. This thing was either making ever since before the thing happened. The typical way, I have seen it in our community. So you make the woman guilty, and then the woman say, okay, I don't want him to think that's the reason. Okay, let me just go back again. Maybe it will work up. And some men, they will cry. They will even cry on the phone. They will cry. You know, you need to come back. You know, you got me here. I'm all lonely. You come back, and then he takes you to bed. He has sex with you. After 2 days, he beats on you again.
He made a stubborn woman, yeah.
You see? And then in the end, if that woman gets tired, she herself, the things she doesn't plan for her life, that's what's going to happen, because she might take a knife or a gun and shoot you, and then she goes to jail. Bam! What happens to the children? This woman never wanted her life to end like that, but she has killed her husband after this man has been beating her, you know, over and over. She got angry. She took the gun. Bam! Then the children suffer. They have to go to family members or go to foster care or something. You put the children in a mess. And this is one thing. I want everybody here watching here today. Know that your children, when you are living, most of the family members will show that they love your children. When you are gone, that's the time the children get to know which of the family members already love them. Not everybody in your family will love your children. So
and that's another thing.
Yes.
A lot of times too, when you are in Liberia and your family, 99% your mother's travels and leave you with a relative, for some reason they abuse you so much.
You will see that they don't like you.
Look, boy, your parents here taking care of you, sending money, sending phones. Some of them, they would rather take care of their children with it than to do it for you. I don't know why we do that. A lot of times family members abuse your children.
Yes, because they think they cannot live without it. They cannot live without a man. Needed people looking for
love in the wrong places.
Yeah. Okay. I think there's another comment from Veronica again. It said the most dangerous time is when you are ready to leave. Always reach out to someone you trust to safely
plan.
Yes. Because sometimes if you are leaving, it's going to be dangerous. Yeah. Yeah. So if you are watching, you know, I hope you can share
another comment up there.
Yeah. Oh, most of the time people are afraid of new starts and what others are going to say, especially in our community. Yeah, I think people try to think about the perception that people will have for them. But I think it is your life. It is your life. You decide what you want to do. You decide that enough is enough. If it is time for you to get out. Because the people who are trying to criticize you, they have way too much problem for themselves that they can't even handle. Do not listen to them. Do not listen to them. Take your decision. Sometimes you don't even discuss with anybody. Take your decision and move on. In the end, those same people will come back to you. Oh, after 5-6 years, when they see you in another relationship or healthy one, they will definitely tell you, oh, wow, you made the right decision. People are very, very crafty. They do all kinds of stuff. Most of the people we have around don't really like us. You know, so be mindful. Domestic violence impacts the family as a whole. That's true. Especially the children, you know. Oh, she said, can't hear you, Sware.
Increase your volume.
Hold on, let me see here. Can you hear me now? Francia? Oh, they said no sound. Okay, Vegu, can you say something?
Hello, they can hear me. I'm hearing you. Hello, can you guys hear me?
If you can hear us, please let us know. Can anybody hear me?
She said no sound.
No sound. Looks like we're going over the 1 hour. Is it going to?
No, it has nothing to do with it.
Okay, that's good. Okay. Say yes, I can hear you. All right.
Okay.
Good.
Thank you. So we got a comment here from Francia.
Francia Nepe says, not being intimate with your husband or wife for a long period of time and claim that you love that person, or blaming it on work. I'm tired. That is emotional abuse as well. Francia, oh, that's true. Yeah, absolutely, with holding
Withholding
sex.
sex.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're not being intimidated. Look, uh, even though some women say they can be very tired, yes, you can understand that a woman is tired. For me, if my wife says she's tired, I would definitely understand, especially if she had a rough day and other things. There's another time we'll talk about this thing here, but
Me and half for me
yeah,
to say I'm tired.
yeah. But sometimes the woman get really be tired when they finish doing the double and other thing.
Anthony, I thought you were coming to say, Evie, I just play.
I
I'm
can't
tired.
believe
I just play.
that this afternoon when I call you, you say, "Oh, I say I work, I tired." I say, "Oh, okay, then get some rest." You know, woman can be
No,
tired.
I thought no, I saying sex, because she's saying your woman can say she tired, she want her say, and I trying to say I can't say I tired, oh, I don't care how much double I work. I can't say I tired. I thought you were gonna say everything.
You see, there's another comment say, "There you go, see how happy he is." But no, that's one thing that we love as men. Men love sex. That's it. We love it. Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, but you don't want to be abusing a woman and then you want to have sex with her. That doesn't make any sense. Yeah. Okay.
So everybody who's viewing, just say hi on the screen, and we'll be able to put you on and recognize you, please.
Oh God, domestic violence
Because
impacts the family as a whole. That is so true. That is so true. Please share this live video. There's somebody who going to watch it and say, "Look, you know why? I think I need to make a decision in my life." Please, yeah.
and
Emotional
we
abuse.
and we all go through some of these things and don't even
Yes.
realize we're going through it.
Yes.
Anthony, when I went to Liberia, I had an opportunity to go to a couple of schools to talk to the kids about abuse, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I talked to them about maybe about 5 different kind of abuses. And you would not believe it that a lot of those kids did not even know sexual abuse or sexual harassment.
Yeah, because the lack of education.
Because when I started to say, oh, Somalika, oh, look at your titty growing. Oh, look at
Yeah.
your butt growing. These things are all sexual harassment or
Mm-hmm.
sexual abuse. And they
Yeah.
were like, oh, then I had a couple of the kids who talked to me about family member who do these things to them and stuff like that. And we had to try our best for the 3 days that I was in our nation left to, hey, to be able to
Very
to
good.
to set up some investigation and stuff like that on behalf of those little girls. So a
Yeah.
lot of times we go through these abuses and then we don't even know we are going through it.
Yeah. So Shiba Queen says emotional abuse, financial abuse, technological abuse, physical abuse, they all have different something. There you go. See how happy.
When it comes to that side, Anthony can be happy.
Because I like it too. Men are survivors too. Let's support them. We are survivors.
Yes, like
Especially the man. The man. The man is doing everything. He's working hard for you. You know,
mm-hmm.
while you sleeping in the morning, he wakes up during winter time. He cleans the snow, the whole driveway. You know how when you cleaning that driveway, there your heart can be beating fast.
Cleaning the snow from the car.
Yeah, yeah. You clean the snow so that when your wife going to work in the morning, she can have you clean her car and everything.
And
Some
the
men,
car, starting the car already warm when you stay
yeah,
in it. Hand out to those men that do that. Hand out.
yes,
Shout
yeah.
out to
Happen
them.
to me, yeah. I have to
Mm,
make sure I clean my wife's car every morning during the winter. I've been doing it for so many years. I wake up every morning, I clean her car and I clean the driveway, and and that's it. But most of the time, my wife and I we do it together during the day. Like when she's not working, we clean the snow together and all those things. Because you know why? When you do things together, you're gonna be happy together. There's no kind of emotional or physical abuse, the children will see it, they will emulate the good example, they will grow up tomorrow and they will do the same thing to the people they're going to connect with.
That's so true.
Yeah, yeah. Let us be positive. Let us do positive things in our relationships so that our children can grow up with and have a nice, good society. You know, strong, a black society, so that people cannot look down on us and say that's how they are. They are violent people. We are not violent. You know,
Mhm.
let us not like this rights that we have here. The police. Stop calling police on your husband. Stop calling police on your wife. They are
Yeah.
not, no, they don't solve your problem.
Nope.
They are only coming to make it worse. Because if they take the man or they take the woman,
Mhm.
what happens? Now you gotta go to see your probation officer, and then the time you're supposed to take care of your children, you're going to because
And
once the
that's
man
a
comes,
record. That's a record too. That's a record.
yeah, it's on you now. You still want to be with a man, but you made a mistake. You say, "Oh, I made a mistake. I call the police." Now you got to live with it and you
Yeah.
got to do your job with it. Make it work. Okay? Yeah. Let's learn to appreciate one another, respect one another, and most of all, learn to listen to one's feelings and make changes. That's it, says Veronica. You know, yeah.
So we say, guys, we love you guys. Thanks to everybody who tune in on time. This is a platform that build, that uplift, and enlighten the minds of our people. We learn together, we talk together, we have conversation as family on this platform. So if you have a business, let me talk about it a little bit.
Mhm.
Anthony runs a charity organization in Liberia, and he sent continuous of hospital chairs, wheelchairs, hospital beds, and stuff like that to Liberia. And he support children in Liberia, pay their school fees, send them to different cosmetics, school, learn how to do makeup. And I got one of the girls there that I support as
Yeah.
well. And this is something that we are doing for Liberia. So, but before the end of the month, we have all those information that we have on the show. If
Yeah.
anybody wants to be a blessing in any way to the organization, and Anthony organization is licensed, so any contribution you may, if you want to claim it on your tax return, that is okay. You get the opportunity to claim it as well. And secondly, I run Smile Africa. It's another organization that I run. In December, I was in Liberia and was able to grant scholarship to 15 kids, and the semester going to be starting in April. So
Mhm.
any hand one child is $112 a year
Yeah.
for the school fees. So we got 15 kids. So if you can contribute for our semester half, we will appreciate it. And it's My Africa, which is the organization that I run, and I just sent some book bags and pencils and shopping us to Liberia. We can do what we can for our children. $20 will help. $10 will help. So if you feel the need to contribute, don't hesitate to inbox me or call me. And like I said, before the end of the month, we have all these information label for you guys to be able to contribute through WhatsApp, Zelle, or whatever. Like I said, even if 10% gave us $1, is $10. If
Yes.
20% give us $20, is $20.
Yeah.
Give us $1.
Yeah.
Anything can help. The
Yeah.
Bible said, "Little is much when Christ is in it." Our
Amen.
Liberian, our Liberian parable says, "Small, small, for the cup."
So much more for basket.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
and then if you are running a business, I have a business that I run. Everybody know, and it's called GC Locks Beauty.
GC Locks.
GC Locks Beauty is named after my two daughters, Jamil and Camille. So it's GC Locks Beauty, Luxury Beauty for You LLC. Most of the time, when you see LLC behind a business, it's registered business. It's
Yes.
a genuine business. We have our online that says gclocksbeauty.com. And a lot of you guys who on here, you'll see my face. Y'all see how I look? The glow that is there
Yeah.
is definitely for my product, and
Yeah.
it's Juicy Locks Beauty product. So you guys can go online if you feel the need to check out my products. You can go online and check out my products. It's just juicylocksbeauty.com, and my products are all, this is the website right here, and my products are all sold on the website. And don't worry about, a lot of Liberian people be like, oh, I want to put my card. But you guys can put your card on Amazon, and it stays there. My business is just. I'm sorry, I just popped. Oh, I don't know how it got there. So
that was very good. So it came out. Yeah.
But anyway, so I rep Liberia when it comes to my products. I got from Girls of Gardnersville to Maserati Jew. I got Sia the Kissy girl. I got Ia the Mandingo girl. I got Sia. I got Liberian Big Jew. I got Liberian Young Girl. I got LIB Chamo. And just name it. I got Sia. I got a Va girl. I got Crew Jew. I rep Liberia with my products.
Yeah, and that's very good.
And above all, you see my face. Our foundation is called LIB Girls Rock. Just check up the website. It's right down there. Just check up the website. I got a lot of customers that watches me. And if you see my makeup, the glow coming from this product. We have our own, just name it. When it comes to cosmetics, we got eyeshadow palettes that are named after Liberia, and personal names as well. And we are repping the traps in Liberia. And we have our lip gloss to tell you how much we love our nation, Liberia. And I am so patriotic when it comes to Liberia.
Yes.
My product has our Liberian flag on it as well. And this product that I have in my hand is called Girls of Gardnersville. So my Girls of Gardnersville rep about 6 different colors in lipstick, and we're gonna be having about 40 different colors coming next month. So we have all the colors you like. Summertime's coming. We have the bright colors. We have the winter colors. And just name it. So visit the website. Be a blessing and be a support to a Liberian sister. I tell people already all the time, I'm not stopping you guys from wearing Bobby Brown. That's why you're used to. I'm not stopping you from wearing matte. That's why you're used to. But just check up the website and just look at the products. If you want to try it, just try it. We have everything. We have everything when it comes to. We even got our own powder, face powder. We got our own Primal and everything else. So I love you guys with the love of God, and thanks to all our supporter. This platform, you need to share the word. Yes, not only shaking table, we are doing great things in our nation, and we are trying to mend family. My marriage is not perfect. Anthony's marriage is not perfect. Your marriage is not perfect. But guess what? When we come together as a nation, because a lot of us here, we are Liberians, and we have Ceylonians watching. Let me just say Africans. When we come together and we talk about situation, about life challenging situation in our lives, we can build. We can build. They look at us. Some people look at us on the negative side, but when it comes to us, we are great people. God make us wonderfully. We Africans, a lot of people want to be like us, but it cannot be like us. Yes, they will criticize. There are a lot of negativities about us, but we as Liberians, we as African, I want you to know that African girls rock. I want us to know that African guys rock. And above all, I want you to know that Liberian girls rock. That's why I have a product that says LIB Girls Rock, which is my foundation. So we love you guys with the love of God. And we say, God bless you. We say, Jala, welcome. Next time, come to class on time. And we will continue. We will continue this topic this abusive relationship topic, we definitely will have to continue this topic. This is something we find ourselves going through. So pretty much, let's listen to a music something, and then we can give our closing. I finish giving my closing. Anthony can give his closing, and then we can call it a day. And I'll say again, we love you guys with the love of God.
Amen.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Say, Allah, eh. Day now break, everybody on the hustle. Some people know like peace, they want some trouble. Crime rates on the increase, the government can protect the people. Oh Lord, no justice for the poor. Yeah. Look the way we're living, we're treating one another unfair. Look the way we're living, we're treating one another unfair. What's the hope for the future? What's the hope for the future? What's the hope for the future? The hope for the future. Yeah. We have everything in abundance, but we die and rot and greed. We pray, asking the Lord for another Moses, 'cause all we have is pharaohs. Yeah. In our suffering, it's hard to making business out. Yeah. The rich get richer, and the poor people suffer. Them promise say, them bring development and better education. Our lands are fertile, no food on the land. Our children, we're pushing into begging. Look the way we're living, we're treating one another unfair. Yeah. Look the way we're living, we're treating one another unfair. Yeah. What's the hope for the future? What's the hope for the future? What's the hope for the future? The hope for the future. Our forefathers were taken into slavery, but in no more than time like this, we're children and slaves. We're fighting a war not with guns and bullets. The enemies I see are my brothers and my sisters. We're diggers of graves while we're still living. Don't judge a book by its covers, looks can be deceiving. Whenever the sun shines, must come a rain. Who will come and take away the pain? Look the way we're living, we're treating one another unfair. Look the way we're living, we're treating one another unfair. Yeah. What's the hope for the future? What's the hope for the future? What's the hope for the future? The hope for the future. Yeah. What's the hope for the future? What's the hope for the future? What's the hope for the future? The hope for the future. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. Beautiful song by the late Quincy B. May his soul rest in perfect peace. When I was watching this video, I like, oh, there's a scripture in the Bible. It says Isaiah 57, 1-2 says, uh, good people pass away. The godly often die before their time, but no one seems to care or wonder why. No one seems to understand that God is protecting them from the evil to come. And 2 says, for those who follow godly paths will rest in peace when they die. Isaiah 57, 1 to 2. So, we need to just get glued to the scripture and understand that sometimes people ask why so young. The Bible says God is taking them away to protect them from the evil to come. And that's the end time, the rise of the Antichrist. We don't know whether it's coming from Russia, but that's another story. So, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to say here today before we leave, abusive relationships, we have to do away with it. If you find yourself in an abusive relationship, there are a lot of signs that we gave here today. It will signal to you, it will tell you that you are going through abuse, emotional, physical, economic. You will know that you're going through abuse. If you try to resolve it with your partner and it's not working, the best thing to do from most of our viewers here today, you have to find a way to exit that relationship. Exit the relationship so that you can find somebody. There is somebody out there for you. There is somebody with prayer and faith. And when they say faith, not to sit in my leg, I'm sitting in my basement and say, somebody will come to me. No. Your faith, put it in action. Get up from your house, dress nicely, get GC Lux Beauty, put it on you. Go to a party.
Yes, GC Lux Beauty products.
Go to entertainment places. Sit with people, interact with people. Go to political rallies. You will find somebody who will take on you. Don't sit in your house and say, I'm waiting for my husband to come. Jesus never brought somebody in the basement for you. It has never happened before. You have to put your faith in action. Go out. Get away from abusive relationship and find that person that God has prepared for you. Thank you very much. And remember, my charity is Fastward International Charity. We are working to help the less fortunate in Liberia. Right now, we got a whole warehouse full again with medical supplies and other things. If you want to donate, you want to volunteer, please call Fastward International Charity. Thank you so much for watching. We love you. We love you. Like Vic said, we love you with the love of God. I love that.
And we love you by force.
We love you by force. And find a friend like me. I'm a good friend.
Find a friend like me. Okay. So thanks for watching. And this is how we wound down the clock. And this is the Let's Talk About It with Moko Online TV. And so we say, find a friend like us that you will talk to. We will talk to you. We'll open your eyes and we will love you so much and we'll give you good advices, find a friend like us. Anthony, this is our team song now. Find a friend like us. Yeah.
Find a friend like me. Find a friend like me. If you don't want to betray, find a friend like me. Find a friend like me. Find a friend like me. If you don't want to betray, find a friend like me.
Bombe find a friend like me. Bombe jende find a friend like me. Bombe find a friend like me. Bombe jende find a friend like me.
Hey, bestie, your bestie not sweet like my bestie. Your bestie la bestie, find a friend like me.
See bestie wanting to every find a friend like me. I hear them say they want me go, I say
Some of them say they want me go, I say some friends you oh, some friends you oh, some friends you friends you hey, see bestie, the bestie not sweet like my bestie, the bestie la bestie for a friend.
I say, see bestie wanting to every find a friend like me. Okoro, 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 okoro. They won't step on my blessing, but God get it breaking heart. Okoro, they won't call it my blessing, but God get it breaking heart. Okoro.
Friendship, see friendship, can't see property friendship, and I want no bad for friendship. Wangolo, 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 wango for bestie, wangolo, wango for daddy, wangolo.
I hear them say they want me go, I say I hear them say they want me go, I say
Some friends you some friends you some friends you friends you hey, see bestie, the bestie not friend by my bestie, the bestie la bestie for a friend.
I say, see bestie wanting to every one in my lonely find a friend like me.
Find a friend like me. Bestie wanting to wear feet, la bestie.
I know.
So find a friend like us, and thank you for watching this. Bring us to the end of our program.
And big my friend, Kate Carter Johnson, watching from Texas. Oh wow!
Welcome, Kato. Next time, Kato come to class early.
We'll be on Saturday morning at 10 o'clock. So
yeah, so Saturday morning at 10 o'clock, and if you want to reach out to us before Saturday morning, inbox us. If you want to do a promotion, you want to talk about your business, we take Saturday morning to just play around and talk about some religious things.
Yeah.
So this is whenever you hear this song, it wind down the curtains and bring us to the end of our show, the Let's Talk About It with Moko Table Talk. Have a blessed and fruitful evening.
Let's talk about it. What's happening there? Oh, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. What's happening there? Oh. talk about it. What's happening there? Oh, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. What's happening there? Oh, let's talk about what's happening in our surrounding today. Let's talk about what's happening in our relationship. Let's talk about what's happening in our homes today. And let's talk about what's happening in our life today. Let's talk about it, everybody. What's happening there? What's happening? Oh, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. What's happening, everybody? Oh, let's talk about it. I faced with some domestic issue in the home. Every now and then we fight in the home and break the rules. Violence against women, violence against children. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Give them the right to freedom. Give them the right to liberty. Give them the right to justice. Now everybody raise your voice with me. Say no to rape. Say no to peer pressure. Say no to gender-based violence. Say no to sexual harassment. Say no to human trafficking. Say no to abortion. Let's protect their rights. Let's talk about it, everybody. What's happening there? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Pick up the phone. Let's talk about it. Make a point. What's happening? Let's talk about what's happening. What's happening there? Yeah.
Are you faced with